What is up, everybody? It's Axiom with Good Time Gaming, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at some of the perk deck updates that have just gone down. These are some pretty big updates in some cases. Overkill had released a video a couple weeks ago saying how they were going to go through and do some major cleaning house as far as the perk decks go, and they have delivered. There's been some pretty nice changes, a few nerfs, but mostly changes that have been for the better. So we're going to take a look at some of those. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. These are looking pretty good. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, so we're going to go down the list, just like how it's stylized and listed on the website. So we're going to start with Sociopath. So Sociopath was released as part of the Jacket DLC. You got that if you bought Hotline Miami 2, wrong number. So this one was not really that great. It was okay, but it wasn't, terribly awesome by any means. So it's been buffed quite a bit. It's looking better. I would probably not still use it, but it's looking better. No Talk has been doubled. So instead of receiving 4% less damage, you're now receiving 8. The range modifiers on this has also been altered. Whereas before it was considered close range for it to be effective, now it's medium. And medium range is at 18 meters, just in case you're wondering. Tension has been changed a little bit. It used to only give 10 armor. Now it gives 30. So there you go. It can also occur 1 second quicker than before. Used to be 3 seconds. So that's looking much better. Clean hit is also better now. So instead of getting 5%, you get 10%. And this can also occur every 2 seconds now instead of every 3. So you see they basically doubled a lot of these stats and then cut the internal cooldown down a little bit. So it's looking better. Overdose. This one has also been changed. You now get 30 armor back. And again, this also now happens every 2 seconds instead of every 3. And the last one that was changed was Showdown. So now killing an enemy at medium range has a 75% chance to spread panic among your enemies. It used to only be 20% chance, which was pretty freaking terrible. Again, it used to be 3 seconds, now it's 2. So looking like it's pretty interesting. You could probably bring this on a medium range build, so like maybe if you're using an assault rifle or something of that nature. It could definitely be very useful. So it looks good. I probably won't use it that much, but it's looking better than it was. So yeah. Big plus on that one. Gambler has seen a few nice changes as well. So medical supplies has been doubled. The internal cooldown on this has also been significantly lowered because before it was every 15 seconds you could get a pickup, which is pretty freaking terrible. But now it's every 4 seconds. So not only are you getting double the amount of health and HP that you would normally get, you are also getting it much quicker because you have a much lower cooldown on that. So most excellent. Sharing is caring has also been doubled, so you used to only get 50% of the healed amount to your teammates. Now you get 100%. Excellent. And more healing 1 and 2 have also been doubled, where they used to only give 2. Now it is 4. So very nice. Alright gamers, I must confess something. The Crook build is the build that I have for a long time really liked to use, but I've known it's not been that effective, at least the way I use it. I've liked bringing Crook on my Mastermind build, which uses the heavy ballistic vest. So I like to have the quick speed to move around. I don't like being weighed down by armor that much. So Crook has actually been buffed overall. Subtle has been nerfed, so it used to only give 10% chance to dodge, now it gives 5, so it's been cut in half. But here is where things got a little more interesting, okay? So in addition to what it offered before with dodge on basic composure, you now have an additional 20% armor on your ballistic vest. So very sweet there. You also get an additional 20 on advanced composure, and to round it all off, on expert composure, you get 25%. So you get a pretty nice boost to your ballistic vest. Definitely something I think is checking out. I will be probably trying this again on my Mastermind build to see if it works very well. So good news there. Alright, hostage situation under crew chief also got a nice little bump. So before it was pretty terrible, I would say. Because before you gained 2% max health and 4% stamina for each hostage, up to a total of 10 times. So that's all fine and dandy, but if you've played this game any amount of time, you know that there aren't really a whole lot of maps that have a ton of hostages on them. You might get 5 or so, but most maps don't have just huge amounts of hostages running around. The new way this thing works is that you also receive an additional 8% damage reduction for having even a single solitary hostage. So that's pretty big when you consider what you're getting for what you have to do to get that. All you gotta do is just tie up one asshole, throw him in the corner, and you have 8% damage reduction for the entirety of the heist. Too easy. Very nice. And you also have the same bonus on there as before, so that's good too. But yeah, I'm definitely liking Crew Chief, so I'll probably be rocking that a little bit more than what I used to. Alright guys, Infiltrator. This is the one where I'm gonna admit I got really excited about. Not like little kid before Christmas excited, but like, I don't know. I just came into McDonald's to order a McDouble and they gave me 2 by accident, kind of excited. So I'm pretty happy about this. Infiltrator has seen some very nice additions done to it. So much like Sociopath, they have changed the distance for this as far as engagement goes to where your buffs actually take place. So now, instead of being close range, you can be at medium range and receive the bonuses. They've also doubled the amount of damage that you get reduced for each level of this. So it used to only be 4%, like on advanced close combat and basic close combat, and the other ones as well, like Overdog. It's been doubled, so now you get 8% instead of the little 4%, which is nice because I've been using this on my Master Forcer build, so it's a little bit stronger. Definitely like that. Overdog was buffed a little bit. You now have an extra second to work with as far as your melee hits giving you melee damage. So instead of it being just 6 seconds, now it's 7 seconds. So a little bit better there. Life Drain has also seen a nice little buff. It has been doubled. So you used to only get 10% for meleeing someone. You now get 20%. Very, very nice. Very nice with that. 20% of your health. So you could be at 1 health and just melee 5 people within 10 seconds. Because of course you have to space them out, but you can get right back up to full health. I mean, that's just awesome. I love it. Very happy. The last perk in the muscle perk deck has been buffed. This one's also a pretty nice little buff. 800-pound gorilla is now even heavier than it was before. You get it? Because it's a gorilla. Gorillas are heavy. Yeah. Anyways, so you now, in addition to having 40% more health, you now regenerate 4% of your life every 5 seconds. So I'm not going to do the math on that, but 4% of your life every 5 seconds is a lot better than nothing. I mean, it's a whole lot better than nothing. It's actually pretty decent. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty excited about this one too. Armorer has seen a very nice buff. For those of you of the Tech Forcer persuasion, guess what? You now got more armor. Type 1, 2, and 3 have now been doubled. So you have an extra 5% armor on each one of those perks. So instead of getting 5, you now get 10% 3 times. So very, very nice. Alright gamers, I must say something to you now. Grinder has been changed. It's not terrible, but it's not good. It's just kind of, I think it's probably going to be a little bit more in line with where it needs to be. So damaging an enemy has once again been lowered to 1 life point every half second for a total of 5 seconds. So it used to be 3 seconds, now it's 5 seconds. You can stack this, but it cannot occur more than once every 1.5 seconds. If you look at the other health coefficients, you will see that they have also been lowered. So adrenaline used to give 3, now it gives 2. Endorphins has been lowered. It used to be 4, now it's 3. And again, you see the seconds are now 5 seconds instead of 3 seconds. So it has been overall nerfed. It still seems like it's viable. So, I mean, it's still worth bringing, but it's just not incredibly stupidly good like it used to be. So, rip the days of amazing grinder ownage. But you can still be a grinder, but just not a really grindy grinder. You gotta take cover more often. Sad day there. Also a sad day for those of us who love to tank SWAT van turrets. You know, like just getting up right next to the thing, just standing there and then just not getting shot ever. Yeah. So, Subtle has been nerfed. It used to give you 10% dodge, it is now 5%. So for you dodge players, you're now working with 5% less dodge. Sad day, but it probably needed to be done. We also got a couple of small changes to some skills. So the Bullseye skill has been changed. This one used to give you 8 armor for every successful headshot, but couldn't occur more than once every 3 seconds. It now gives you 15 armor for every successful headshot and can occur once every 2 seconds. So almost double the armor, and it's reduced the cooldown. So pretty sweet there. And the Ace version of this also gives 30 instead of 16, so very nice. Hostage Taker has also been changed. Previously, if you had at least one hostage, you regenerated 0.6% health every 5 seconds. So not a lot of health, but now it gives 1.5% health every 5 seconds, which you can increase to up to 4.5% if you ace it. Probably not worth doing that at all, not even the basic or the ace version, but it's definitely better than what it was, and there's probably some builds where you could utilize this. So there's been a lot of changes here as far as the perk decks go, but Overkill still kind of has a long ways to go because there's still some other things that need to change in this game. The one that always comes to my mind first is Stockholm Syndrome. This is a stupid skill. If it was part of something else, like maybe Control Freak or Cable Guy maybe, it might make sense under Cable Guy because you're tying people up. But if it was somewhere else and it was included, it might be okay. But this perk as a whole is just a freaking joke. And if you've ever tried it, then you know how big of a joke it is. It's just silly. It's something to laugh about. It's like a punchline of a very bad joke in a very good game. And that makes me sad. We should probably have some more updates coming. I'm thinking they're going to be doing a little bit more work under the hood here, trying to change some of these things. I'm looking forward to that. But let me know what you guys thought of this update. Let me know what you guys think of the new changes to some of these perk decks. I'm really interested now in Sociopath. I think I'm going to have to try that one out a little bit, see how it works. And I'm very happy about Infiltrator. Everything else I'm just kind of like, it's whatever, you know. But yeah, those are going to be two things I'm checking out. And Crook, I guess. That's looking pretty good these days. So let me know what you guys think. This is Axiom Good Time Gaming. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you liked anything you saw here today. And remember to always have a good time gaming.